Germa. I'll be back some old day, going to Germa. I'll be back some old day, I'm going to Germa. I'll be back some old day. Please tell me, Mama, what more can I do? Tell me, Mama, what more can I do? I done all I could, try to get along with you. My window, stop knocking on my door, get away from my window, stop knocking on my door. I got another woman, don't want you no more. Trouble, I worked and paid your fine. You in trouble, I worked and paid your fine, and now I'm in trouble. You don't pay me no mind. I'm going to Germa. I'll be back home someday. I'm going to Germa. I'll be back home someday. I'm going to Germa. I'll be back home someday. So this is the lesson on going to Germany. Well, it's going to Germa. That's what we're saying, and the title is Going to Germany, which is a sort of a misnomer by the record company, probably, when it was recorded in 1929 by Gus Cannon. And it's kind of, well, strange tune. It's a typical Jugband tune, and although it has a, when it comes to the lyrics, a 12-bar construction, it's AAB, it's only 8 or 9 bars long, and you notice immediately that there are no fills in between the vocals. And that's the big difference, I think. So also to sing it, you have to take enough breath to get it done. Okay, I'm in standard tuning, but I have a capo on the first fret to, well, make the fingering slightly easier and also to accommodate my voice a bit better. These are my E strings. And of course, when I say first fret, it's actually the second fret, but we regard the capo as a 0 fret. Okay, let's get a tap out, and I'll play the introduction, which is at the ending of the second page of the tab. I forgot that to put it on the right spot, but it goes like this. So I'm sliding with my pinky to the 5th fret, wrapping the temp on the 3rd fret, and the first finger is on the 3rd fret, 1st string. Triplet here, and then pinch, going down and adding the 2nd finger to the 5th string, 2nd fret, and a regular C chord. And there we have a double bass. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So after the C, we're going back to a regular G chord. And then we have the verse. I'll play the verse slowly first, and then we'll go over it step by step. start with a regular C chord, and then we're sliding, it's also a C, with the pinky on the second string and the third finger on the fourth string, third fret both. And we're sliding to the fifth fret and adding the index to the third fret. Sorry, it's like this. And then, sorry, we're going to place the two fingers which were fretting the second and the fourth string. We're going to move them to the first and the third string, also fifth fret. And then you have to go back. Normally we would play that third fret first string with the index. That would be the easiest, but then you have to go to your C chord and then, well, it starts to fall apart. You simply leave your pinky on the fifth fret, on the fifth and the first string, and slide it down. Don't pick it up, just slide it down. Because we need this, that third beat, second part of the third beat, second note of the third beat, we need to let it ring. And then C, third finger to the sixth string, third fret. And we repeat it. But we're doing a little bend here. You can have your second finger on the third string as well to help you with that bend. And I'm muting the second time. Because we have a, you see, it's one, and then this is the first note on the third measure is the second part of that beat. So let's start from the top. So when we're going, you see my little tap do with one and two. Bend with the pinky on the fourth fret, second string, and release your index from that C chord, so you can tilt your hand a little bit easier to that fourth fret, second string. And again, we let that ring into the next beat, and then we have a quick 16 notes with the index and the middle. You can replace that by just one note. I do that in the solo, so. Or. Then we go to an F with a wrap around the sixth string, first fret, and your pinky gonna do a lot of work in this song with those bends on the third fret, second string. So we have the. Sorry, it's a bend and a release like that in that fourth measure first beat. Hammer on. And here we have a full bend and back to normal on that fifth measure. And that one on the second string is already, and now we're changing. So we have already changed to what should be normally a C chord, but since it's a rather strange construction, it's only just one note for that C, and then we go into the G. So the fifth bar, one more time. So after that, let it really ring here. And we have a bend here, and the return is on the next beat for that 7th measure. And then we're changing to our, well, rather strange C chords, and only for one half beat to our G chord and the C. So that 7th measure. We have 3 chord changes. We have the F, to the C, G, and C. And then you have a turnaround, which I use the whole song. One more time. Do that with the pinky and the 3rd finger. And then with the 1st finger and the 3rd finger. You can use your pinky there, but open and a C. And hear that bouncy double bass. Let that ring. And then it starts all over again. You notice that I sometimes accent with my thumb. I can produce 2 sounds with my thumb. Flesh, like this. And if I tilt it a little bit, I get half flesh, half nail. This would be completely nail. And if you listen carefully to the performance video, you will hear where I do that. It's, well, I don't have any rule for it. Usually when I do a bass run and nothing happens in the treble, then you can accent it like that, for example. Okay, I'll play it slowly, or let's add some vocals. I'm going to Germa, I'll be back some old day. Going to Germa, I'll be back some old day. I'm going to Germa, I'll be back some old day. Alright, all the verses are the same. Except in the 2nd verse, I have a variation with bar 7, 8, 9, well, just for fun. And I'll play it slowly. Please tell me, Mama, what more can I do? Tell me, Mama, what more can I do? I done all I could, trying to what I did is the diminished chord on the 5th fret, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, and I do that with a thumb, but I do a little bit of the nails of the other hand like that, a bit of flamenco, but softly. You can do also. And then the index to the 3rd fret's 1st string. And the turnaround is the same as introduction, well, more or less. You have the upgoing bass and going down the trebles. And I mute it, I kept it short. By simply placing my picking fingers, one for each string, after I pick them on the string, so I kill the sounds. One more time, those variations. best to practice this first, also the arrangement before trying to sing it, because you really need to get it in your fingers, and then the singing will come more easily. I did 2 solos, also pretty much based on the melody, but with some bass runs and some variations. And here is the first solo. So the first measure is the same, but when we do those bass runs, I'm gonna keep my little finger on that 3rd string, because we know for the sake of the melody we want that to ring into the next beat. And I do sort of a rest stroke with a thumb. While I'm doing that, I'm resting. So I'm hitting, do the hammer on, and while I do the hammer on, I'm already resting on the 5th string. Same here. Resting on the 4th string. Sideways with the nail. My nail is also filed so that the sides cannot hook behind the strings. Has a nice round curve. Alright. That's pretty much the same as in the verse. And here also we're doing that short bend up and down, and I want this 2nd fret 3rd string also ring into the next beat, so keep it there just for that half beat. And here another bass run. And I do that a bit like that. And here now we're going to walk up with our thumb, which is also, I think, one of the difficult parts of this song. Of course, if you're not able to do it, just don't do it. And the trick is to do the bend and it's a pinch. 1st fret 6th string, and when you do the bend and you play the 2nd note, then you're gonna change. Only after you play that 2nd note of the 3rd beat. And then already changing to that strange, well, C chord for just 1 note. And that's only 1 pick and a 2nd pick. Hammer on, and open. That's that 6th measure of the solo, 1st solo. Double bass here. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, that movement. But here I'm doing it all on the 2nd beat. Same as before. adding the dynamics in that. Okay, that was for the first solo. Now we have a second solo, which goes like this, slowly. We're going to do 2 bends, and we're going to keep it short by placing my picking fingers, in this case the thumb and second finger, the middle finger. And we have a long, and you can do whatever you want here. You can do or just once, or there's a fermata sign above this, and it means you can hold it as long as you want. I also let my second finger help with that bend, especially that third string can be difficult to bend. This guitar has an action like butter, so it's quite easy. But some guitars will not allow that, and so the second finger to help with that bend can be good. Working with dynamics here too. Also a bit in speed. Da, 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 da. Of course you can add variations to that. And that's a C7. And I'm playing more than one string, which is indicated in the tab. That upstroke also touches the second string. That's why it becomes so full. If I would play just what's in the tab, it would sound like this, which is a bit lame. But I don't add those, well, let's call it secondary notes. It clutters the tab a little bit, and also people would think then that they would have to play that, for example, with the thumb or with 2 fingers or at the same strength of sound, which is not correct. Also that downstroke, the third string is ringing, but it's not like this, that it's so prominent. It's ringing, but not like it's picked with one finger. Bar of the second solo. And I accent that a little bit, I keep it short as well. A little variation on well, what we've done previously. Okay, I play the solo one more time. Now I used part of the solo in the last verse when I repeat I'm going to Germa, And it's like this. I'm going to Germa. I'll be back home someday. And it's exactly what I did in the second solo, only I add one note after I play the 5th fret. Like that. I'm going to Germa. I'll be back home someday. And so on. And then we have an ending after our turnaround. You must be knowing this by now. We're doing that twice, so and then 1, 2, and slowing down. And I'm sliding there to the 8th fret with my pinky, 3rd finger and 4th finger. Then changing positions, leave the pinky on the 8th fret, 2nd finger to the 7th fret, the 1st finger as well on the 2nd and the 4th string. Going down. And then, well, normally you should go down like this, but I want to bend that, and doing that with index and middle finger is a bit awkward, so I changed position to the 3rd and the pinky. So that's it for going to Germany. And please do listen to the original. And there are quite a few good interpretations also by Guy Davies, for example, who plays it in an open tuning. I think it's in open G that he plays it. Or is it D? I can't remember. Anyway, so there are lots of possibilities. For example, Stefan Grossman also has a good version in the key of G. And he teaches that. You can buy that as a separate lesson, I think, on his website. So if you're interested, check it out. Okay, have fun with it.